This is دروس لغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها, a very popular book for beginners in Arabic. This is volume 1 or الجزء الأول. The book is written by Dr. Fahad Abdul Rahim, and I will be taking you through it course by course, exercise by exercise. And it's our hope that by the end of the entire series, as from book 1 to book 2 and 3, you'll be able to speak, you'll be able to write, and you'll be able to express yourself in this beautiful language. It's not only for the Arabs, but for all Muslims. But this course is designed for anybody who would like to improve upon their lugha. The book is written with so many assumptions. The first assumption is that you know how to read Arabic. You have learned your alphabets. You can put all the vowels together and read. So if you are a super duper beginner, like somebody who needs some pre-K lessons in Arabic, then this book is not good for you. So let's get started. We started with الدرس الأول, lesson 1. In lesson 1, here are the objectives. Objective number 1, you're going to learn how to use demonstrative pronouns. And then objective number 2, you're going to learn how to use and master interrogative structures and words. And then objective number 3, you're going to learn how to make statements in Arabic. And then objective number 4, how to make questions or how to ask questions. So these are the objectives of Dars al-Awwal. And the final objective is you're going to learn some basic Arabic nouns. So you're going to learn how to use demonstrative pronouns. You're going to learn how to use interrogative structures and words. You're going to learn how to make statements in Arabic. And then you're going to learn how to make questions or ask questions. And you're going to learn how to familiarize yourself with basic Arabic nouns. هذا So pay attention to the small elongation mark here. We call it prolongation mark or vowel. It's telling you to say هذا. So pay attention to that little mad over there. In the subsequent lessons, you are not going to see them. But what you need to know is that in لغة العربية, there are some words, they are pronounced differently from the way they are written. They are pronounced differently from the way they are written. And هذا is one of them. هذا is one of them. So here you see the ha with the vowel indicating that the ha is prolonged. It's a long vowel. Ha, that. And it means this is. هذا. Now, note, Arabic does not have helping verbs. Arabic does not have helping verb like is, are, in their past tense. Arabic doesn't have them. It's assumed. So هذا literally is this. Okay? And this, like English, is used for an object that is closer to you. And the same application is used in لغة العربية. So هذا is used for a single object or a singular object that is very close to you. It's not far, but it's assumed that it has s. So I have to say this is. So in Arabic, we don't have s. Always assumed based on the sentence. So you're not gonna find is or are or in Arabic. And this is what you have to know. Because by knowing this, you'll be able to translate and understand. Otherwise, you'll be looking for where is the is, where is the are, where is the have. Arabic doesn't have them. Okay? But when you are asked to translate something from لغة العربية to English, you have to make sure you bring in your helping verbs as needed. So هذا literally is this. But when you are translating it, it's this is. So this is a demonstrative pronoun. This is a demonstrative pronoun because you use it to demonstrate, to indicate the existence of something. And number two, it is used, either is used for a singular. It's used for a singular masculine object or a person. So that is to say, if the object or the person is female or has feminine qualities, then you cannot use هذا. And again, if it's plural, you cannot use هذا. So هذا is specific for something that is singular and for something that is muscular or masculine or male. You cannot use هذا for female or for a female person. And you cannot use هذا for plural. It doesn't even matter whether it's masculine. As long as it's plural, then you can use هذا. Hadha is just for single objects or person, and also masculine, right? So anything that you use hadha with is therefore a masculine object. And what we need to know in Arabic, nouns in Arabic are divided. They are divided into one, feminine, and masculine. Always know that. So basically, Arabic behaves like Spanish, right? Like a car in Arabic is feminine, but in English, it's not. It doesn't even have a gender. But in Arabic, every noun has a gender. Every noun has a gender. Every noun has a gender. So by knowing the gender of a noun, then you can determine what kind of demonstrative pronoun that you're going to use. If you determine that an object is masculine and is singular, then you use hadha. But if you determine that the object is singular and is feminine, then you cannot use hadha. You have to use something else, which we're going to learn later in the course. But for now, we're learning how to use hadha. So let's start. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. Baytun means a house. Another important note, there is no indefinite. There is no indefinite article in Arabic. Okay? It is assumed. There is no indefinite article in Arabic. Arabic has only definite article, the. We have the in Arabic, but we don't have the indefinite the or the. So when you say Baytun, the assumption is that it's a house. So when you are translating, you have to say a house. Baytun, house, a house. هذا Baytun. This is a house. And another important thing you need to know about this book. A newly introduced word will have vowels. A newly introduced word will have vowels, like baytun. You see, ba, fatha ba, and then the ya has a sukun, and then the ta has dammatain. Baytun. If this word is introduced in the next chapter, it will not have the vowels. Why that? Because Arabic has what we call experiential reading protocol. Experiential reading. You can call it experiential reading standard, meaning first learn how to pronounce something, and then the next time you meet that thing, say it the way you said it previously. And if you're able to master that, then that's it. You are on your way to becoming a very good Arabic speaker. But if you forget that this is baytun, the ba has fatha, the ya has sukun, and the ta has dammatain, then the next time you meet it without a vowel, then anything can be possible. You may end up saying bitun or butun, and which is wrong. So as you can see, Arabic, the vowel is separate from the consonant. But in English, the vowels are put in there. We see them. Like an apple. I see the vowels. But Arabic can write the apple without the vowels. So how do you pronounce it? That means you have to experience it before you know that this is how I'm going to pronounce it. Like if I write Bayton like this, and I don't put vowels on it, how do you read it? Now, if you haven't experienced this word before, you can say Beaton, which is possible. Beaton. And when you say Beaton, it's unacceptable because that is not how it is pronounced by standard. The standard pronunciation is Bayton with the ba, the fatha on the ba. It's not Beaton with the kasra on the b. So pay attention to any newly introduced word and learn the vowel structure. Pronounce it, repeat it several times until you can say it very well, very smoothly, and then you can recognize it later on. Even in thousands of years, when you meet it anywhere, then you know that that is Bayton. So in Arabic, a house is Bayton. هذا Bayton. So let's move on. هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. هذا باب. هذا باب. هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا مفتاح. So you can see in the picture the items. So basically this is a key, a pen, a book, and then a house, and then a masjid, and a door. Bab. Now, two styles of reading here. Styles of reading. You can read the ending silently, or you can read it manifestly. So هذا بيت. هذا بيت. Or you can say هذا بيت. هذا بيت with a t. هذا مسجد. Or you can say هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. هذا باب. هذا باب. Or you can say هذا باب. هذا باب. And then هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. Or you can say هذا كتاب. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. Or you can say هذا قلم. هذا قلم. You can also say هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. Or you can say هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. This is a key. Let's move on to the next. We have هذا مكتب. We can read هذا مكتب. هذا مكتب. مكتب, a desk. هذا مكتب. هذا مكتب. مكتب. Or you can read the end silently. by reading هذا مكتب هذا مكتب هذا سرير. Remember, in Arabic, the R is rolled like Spanish. هذا سرير هذا سرير. The bed. هذا سرير هذا سرير. هذا سرير. You can also say هذا سرير. You're reading it very clearly. You're pronouncing the end. هذا كرسي هذا كرسي. This is a chair. كرسي. You can also say هذا كرسي هذا كرسي هذا كرسي. So these are the basic nouns, right? The basic nouns you have to master is a book in Arabic, a masjid, which is the same. Some people say a mosque, if you will, and bab, a door. You need to know what Arabic people call a door. And then a house, and then a pen, and then a key, and then a desk, and then a bed, and then finally a chair. Now remember that all these nouns are masculine. All these nouns are masculine, and they are also singular. They are not plural. So we use هذا. Now, these are all statements, right? This is a statement. It's not a question. هذا باب هذا مسجد هذا بيت هذا كتاب هذا قلم هذا مفتاح هذا مكتب هذا سرير هذا كرسي. They are all statements. So how do you ask a question? If you want to ask somebody, what is this? How do you do it? That is the next lesson. And in Arabic, what is ma? Ma. What? So, ما هذا. ما هذا. What is this? Now, again, there is no this in this. You don't see, we just have ma and the hada. What and the this. This is based on assumption. So, like I said earlier, اللغة العربية doesn't have helping verbs. They are assumed. So if you say, what this? We don't speak like that in English. We say, what is this? What is this? ما هذا. ما هذا. So you are asking a question, right? On this one. What is this? ما هذا. So a statement comes, هذا بيت. This is a house. Okay. Another interrogative structure or word is a. A can be is. A may mean are can be are. Remember, or the past tense was or were. So the letter A is an interrogative structure or is an interrogative article. You use it to ask a question, just like in English, you say is this, is what. So are you? You say use the same are. So you see that if I add if I write plus هذا. Then I'm going to get هذا. هذا. Then it becomes a question. So like here, هذا بيت, and then your tone must also change. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. You can say هذا بيت or هذا بيت. هذا بيت is a formal talking. But here you are learning it, so you want to pronounce the ending clearly. But if you say هذا بيت, there's nothing wrong with it in لغة العربية, but it's preferable to say هذا بيت. هذا بيت. And look at the tone. هذا بيت. نعم. نعم. And this is another important thing you need to know. Every language, right, has it. Yes. نعم. نعم. Yes. نعم. Yes. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. ما هذا؟ هذا بيت. هذا بيت. نعم. هذا بيت. ما هذا? What is this? Now we're learning to know that in Arabic, a shirt is قميص. قميص. So, قميص. هذا قميص. قميص, a shirt. هذا السرير. هذا السرير, is this a bed? لا. So we're learning لا. No. No. As we know in English, yes. In Arabic, نعم. نعم. No. Say لا. لا. You can also write it this way. لا. نعم. Yes. لا. No. لا. It's a prolongation there. لا. 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 هذا كرسي. This is a chair. So the question is, هذا كرسي, is this? هذا السرير, is this a bed? Apparently it's not. Right? This is not a bed. So you say لا. No. هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. This is a chair. So here we're learning how to make a statement and how to ask a question and then how to make a statement and how to use yes and how to use no in لغة العربية. Let's look at the next question. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. The question is this a key? هذا. Remember the is an interrogative structure. And this is this. So you're going to say, is this مفتاح a key? هذا مفتاح. لا. No. لا. No. هذا قلم. This is a pen. This is a pen. قلم. 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 Pen. And this is كرسي. كرسي. Right? كرسي. And this is قميص. 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 A shirt. So these are basic Arabic nouns that you need to master. Let's look at the final one. ما هذا? What is this? So this is a question. It's an interrogation. What is this? And then the answer is, that's a statement. هذا نجم. هذا نجم. This is a star. This is a star. All right? Or you can say هذا نجم. هذا نجم. Is this a star? هذا نجم. Is this a star? نعم. نعم. هذا نجم. Yes, this is a star. Let's move on to the next. تمرين. تمرين. Now this looks like a special writing here. تمرين. It's a ta and a meme. Like this, but they wrote it this way. So this is the ta and this is the meme, right? This is the meme. And this is the ta. So we say tamreenon. Tamreenon. Exercise. Exercise. تمرين. تمرين الأول. Right? Exercise 1. So you need to practice it. This is shafahi. This exercise is shafahiyun. Shafahiyun means it's oral. It's an oral exercise. ما هذا. So you ask yourself, ما هذا. What is this? ما هذا. Then you give the statement. ما هذا. For instance, ما هذا. And then you say, هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. Or هذا كتاب. ما هذا. And then you make a statement and then you say هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. Or هذا قلم. And then you can also say ما هذا. And then you say هذا باب. هذا باب. هذا باب. So you need to practice this. You need to practice it. هذا باب. This is a door. Then the next one is ما هذا. What is this? 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 And then your statement should be هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. And also say that. ما هذا. What is this? And I'm going to write or say هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. ما هذا. We said it. Then you say هذا باب. هذا باب. ما هذا. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. Okay. And this is it's a very good exercise. You can practice. And remember, we call exercise تمرين. 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 Let's look at تمرين الثاني. الثاني. Right? Now, exercise number 2. Here, we are using a. We're learning how to use a. Remember, a can stand, can be, can denote am, and then it can denote is or are. Right? هذا بيت. Is this a house? somebody's asking you this question, is this a house? What would be your answer? Then you say, لا, no. هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. Right? Because this is not a house. It's a masjid from the look of it. From the look of it, it's not a house. So you have to deny, or if there's a word like disaffirm, you don't have to affirm it. You have to deny it, and then you give the correct statement. هذا بيت؟ لا. That's no. هذا مسجد. This is what? This is a house. Now look at this question. هذا مفتاح? Is this a key? Apparently it's not. So I have to say لا, no. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. So that is the answer. So I hope you do the rest of it. And the final tamreen for today is tamreen number 3. Now, this is very important and a very critical part of this book. It's called Iqra Waktub. So this is what we call the read and write. The read and write part of this book. So you're going to go through it all the time. They will ask you to read and write. Now, with the read and write section or part, these are the objectives, right? These are the objectives. Learn to read blindly. Okay. I'll put the blindly like this. It's not like you close your eyes, but by blindly, we mean that is without what? Without vowels. Without vowels. That's very important. Now, as you can see, all these words, this one, this one, this one, this one, this, this, these are all that we treated in the previous page. And in the previous page, we had vowels on them. So they help us to read them. But in Lughatul Arabiyya, unfortunately, most of the books are written without vowels. The newspapers are written without vowels. So you read by experience or blindly. And that is the reason why you have to learn how to read blindly in Arabic. You need to train yourself. And how do you do it? Like I said earlier, if you meet a word for the first time, pay particular attention to the vowel structure and how it is read, right? So the next time you meet it, you can do it. Now, let's take this one, for example. We know that this is pronounced as what? Hada. Now, what about the meme, kaf, and the ta, and the ba? In our earlier lesson, we said it's mak, ta, bun. But here, there's no, you don't see the vowels. The writer didn't provide a vowel. So they want you to be able to read it without a vowel. That is the core reason, the core rationale of this section in the book. And it's very, very important. So before you read it, go back to the previous lessons and master all the nouns and the demonstrative pronouns and everything that is there. And then you come here, then you see that you can read it. And if you're able to read it very well, first, if you are reading, record it. Record yourself. When you record it, then you go back there and check if you did good with the pronunciation. So I'm going to say, هذا مكتب. right? هذا مسجد. هذا قلم. هذا سرير. ما هذا؟ What is this? هذا كرسي. هذا بيت؟ لا لا لا، هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. That is it for today. Thank you for your time.